In the minute, that little noise in the background is Martin marking out one of our rooms. So he's marking out the bathroom and he's demarcating it with boards and curtains and stuff, so we've got a sense of the space, and we've been looking at the things that we need to put into the bathroom. We've done this to be able to sort out exactly where we want the electrics to go, but it's really cool and exciting, so we're going to go over there. This is a curtain that we've set up, and this will mark out the size of the bathroom. Ta-da! Whilst we sat in the bath. As you can see, it's quite a big bathroom. And that's so that we can get our composting toilet, our sink unit, our bath, with or without Martin in it, our radiator towel rail thing, our extraction fan vent. This is our bathroom. It's not our bathroom yet, but this is what our bathroom will be like. This is what the size of our bathroom will be, which we know it's a big bathroom, but we're very happy with that.
Well, we've designed it that way. It's basically 7 foot long, 6 foot whatever it is wide.
It's a bit ant-necked in that, wasn't it? So we've done this. We've set this wall up here, and we've set like a curtain up over there. And it's a curtain because we don't have another piece of board this big that we could cut down and use as a mock-up.
And we need to be able to get access to tea, so it's easier just to put a curtain up.
That's what we've done. That's why we've done it. And we've done it because it makes it much easier for us to visualise the space, work within the space, and know that the stuff that we've got for the space is going to fit, and it's going to fit properly and well.
And where we want it.
Yeah. We did a lot of sort of visual plans because we knew what we wanted, and we knew where we wanted things to go. But once you start sort of living in a space and being in a space, things change. So a good example is we are currently sitting in a space that is allocated for a bath, and it's going to be a Japanese soaking tub bath, so it's going to be quite high but quite square. But we're making that bath, and there are far more pressing jobs to do with woodworking before we actually get to the bath. The bath might be really lovely to do, but there's other stuff that needs to be done first.
Like plumbing.
Like plumbing and things.
To be able to use the bath.
So the bath is sort of been back-burnered at the moment, and what we're going to end up temporarily is putting a shower tray in with actually just a sort of simple shower curtain. Now I know what you're going to say.
Shower curtains are not a good thing on a boat.
Yes.
But the idea is that it is temporary because we really want to get the bath done.
Yeah.
If we put something in too permanent and lovely, we might then just forget about the bath.
We might be swayed.
And the back burner becomes the something else burner.
The distant thing. And we want the bath.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's what we're going to do, and it's a temporary thing. Over there, we have our composting toilet,
which we've marked out, and we know the dimensions and everything.
We have a complicated system of walls and doors and things like this that we'll talk about in a different video when we actually come to doing them. You know, how do we make the bathroom private when friends are here? You know, we see it as a walk-through bathroom, but it has, you know, a sort of a corridor, but this is an open corridor, an open space at the minute. So how do we close that off? We're not asking questions, we know what we're doing. but actually, no, if you've got any suggestions, let us know, because we're always open to suggestions. I mean, we've had some brilliant suggestions from people that we've brought into the boat.
Yeah.
And so just ignore me.
So one of the other reasons for looking at the bathroom in a block, in its own space, is to look at what there's left to do in the bathroom. At the moment we're going through the boat, looking at the electrics and trying to finish off the last bits of the electrics. So the saloon is finished, the bedroom is finished, and the bathroom's just got a few things still left unfinished. So we're using this this demarcation to say, okay, what is it in the bathroom that still needs to be done? Electrical stuff is that there's a switch over there for the fan and the light of the fan, which it's all plumbed in, as it were, but it still needs the switch put on it, and we just need to work out how to do that, and that's where Jacqueline comes in. I'm going to research that. If you know how to do that, let me know. Yeah, before next week, if you can.
Next week, we'll have done it by then.
On this side, we had the shaver socket to put in. Again, all the wiring was in, but at the time we were doing it, we didn't know exactly where the shaver socket was going to go in relation to everything else. Having done this, having put the walls up, we've now marked out where that's going to go in relation to a bathroom cabinet, which is going to have a mirror on it, that's going to be above the sink and things like that, which just makes it a bit more easy to sort of say, okay, well, I'm stood here, where's the mirror going to go, and where's the cabinet and things like that, when you've got furniture around that, you know, that stops that otherwise. So we've done one side of the electrics. The last thing to do on this side is the 12-volt toilet fan, which is wired in, but we just need to bring that through the wall and bring the toilet into place. And and that'll be the bathroom finished in terms of
the electrics. Well, no, because we've got the gulper and things like that, but that's sitting in the
That's next door. Yeah. That's the next room. We won't be able to sit in that one.
No, because it's just a cupboard.
The next door is a drying cabinet and a cupboard.
Anyway, but that's another story. That's another episode.
So the basic principle here is then to do this again for the kitchen. What you can't see behind this wall is everything that should be in here and more. So what we'll do, not this week, not next week probably, but is move everything and move along and just work out what's left to do in those spaces. But it does highlight other things as well, doesn't it? You know.
I'm quite enjoying being in this space that's got nothing in it right now. I'm excited about having walls, but I also, you know, I do quite like the big open space of the boat.
But we did think it'd be quite useful to show you that actually doing some of this, partitioning rooms off so you can have a better idea of the actual size of it, because you think, oh, okay, 7 foot is small or big, I don't know what you think to that, but once you've set it up and you say, okay, that's 7 foot, it's not a bad space.
No, it's a good space.
Yeah.
It's a kind of live-in-able space.
For instance, I always just assumed that the radiator would go on this side, the towel rail, but once you've sort of put things in, it's clear that there's no space on this side, so it has to go on that side. And we've taped up the side just to sort of visualise where it might go.
Yeah.
In relation to everything else. One thing it has shown us that the size of the bath that we've allocated is probably just a little bit big. But the shower tray also, I mean, shower trays you can get various sizes, so We won't go for the really tiny one, but that'll be within the space of the bath anyway, so we won't anything that we've done won't be seen.
I think it's quite exciting. I'm really looking forward to putting in some walls, pulling up the anti-knocks so we can see the floor again, and starting to put things actually in place. It's a kind of motivating thing. It makes us feel like, you know, fighting.
Yeah, we've almost got a bathroom, you know,
We've
even
almost got a bathroom.
which would
with
be
a
quite,
paper radiator.
yes, which would be quite nice.